All right, can you tell me about your grapes and how I need to take care of them?
Well, most first thing is when you find you somebody to let you get some vines off your roots and all. Cut them off. You don't want a whole lot to the first go around, and then you just lightly fertilize them the first year or two, and you just use the regular fertilizer like you would on plants and what all. And they're pretty much taking care of themselves. And then after the first or second year, and you like the runners to be, you look between those two posts out there. I've got one in there, and one over there, and one over there, and that's the spacing you can get on it. But anyway, after that first year or two, when you trim it back, the vine's going to be easy to draw your little map. But anyway, so the vine's coming and have a little novule that's coming off. You leave that there for the next year, and you just keep doing that, and then it keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And it's hard to think. I can't think about what all I do to it. I've done it so much.
What time of year do you prune the grapes?
Prune them.
Yeah, when do you do that?
Uh, Early spring, and you can get overloaded on some of these things, but you just have to learn that on your own. And on the runners, it's hard. It's hard for me to say I've done it, but I just get so automatic about it, doing
Huh.
it. You won't have many ones that will just die on the vine. It happens once in a while, and if it does, just cut it off. Those Well, there's one or two around there that I've already trimmed, and they'll start throwing off new vines, running new vines, and you just kind of keep them trimmed back and fertilize them. I go. If it's an established vine, say maybe the second year, I would maybe put about 2 handfuls of 8024, I think it is. And just say that's the vine that's coming out of the ground. You don't have to come right there on top of it, just sprinkle out around it like that. And that's all you gotta do. And you'll take off that next year. And the year after that, you'll just go keep on. And you just prune them back. If you don't, all the new grapes are going to be made on the new part of the vine, when it starts putting off. You'll see it start budding out, little blossoms. You keep watching for long, you see the grapes starting to develop. And it's fairly easy to grow, especially around here. Just don't put too much fertilizer on the first year. And if you're going to try to do any weed control, don't get right in on top of what you've already got. You wind up killing the whole thing. And the best way to do it is come over there when I'm doing it and help me.
Yeah.
Show you. You'll get a feel for it.
Yeah.
It's not all that hard. You won't have any problem with it.
What's your favorite variety of grape?
I like black muscadines. You got the scuppernons that are kind of like a tan grape. That's a good brand. Makes a kind of a tan looking wine. be conscious of what you're doing when you spray them with weed killer. Just don't start spraying all over that vine, because you can always come back and cut it some if you have to.
Yeah.
And the biggest thing is get all your jugs lined up, how many gallons you want to make. And you wash out the crusher real good, soak it down, and when you get through with the equipment, you want to take this mild amount of Clorox and put it in, and that'll help kill down any yeast that might be in there. And then just wash your buckets, turn them upside down, and until they're dry, and then stack them up, keep them closed up, and yeah.
How old were you when you had your first grapevine?
First grapevine. Probably about 16, 17, something like that.
Was that at Pine Street?
No, that's back over about the time we were over to George Ernest's house over there.
Oh,
Lonely Drive.
okay.
And didn't have really any success on it. And when I came back, I got some of those vines. I think some of those vines came from down in South Carolina.
Yeah.
I like those black muscadine grapes, Concord. And there's a lot of varieties. And each one of them got kind of a unique flavor to that vine. And you can play with it and blend it and do whatever you want to it, and it's your grapes, and you mess with it. And after the season goes out, and you probably pick them out, you go back on the main vine and if it did real well, it might run around a vine that long out there.
Yeah.
And just you nip it off at the front, and then like I say, this early spring, don't go crazy with the fertilizer and burn them up, but just put some down around the roots and kind of take your root hoe and just kind of work it into the soil a little bit. They're pretty forgiving. You'd have to mess up pretty bad. Let's see what else.
Now I notice you have oyster shells out there.
Yeah, oyster shells. The lime off the oyster shells.
How often do you put lime out there?
You don't put it down unless I look at it, the vine, and it looks like it's got a problem. And so it doesn't take much to leach out into the soil, and the grapes will utilize it.
So if you don't have enough grapes, you're supposed to use lime. Is that right?
If you don't have enough grapes.
So what's the lime? What does the lime do?
The calcium that comes out of the grapes.
Okay.
It's shell.
Okay.
And it just
Okay.
leaches into the soil.
All right.
Um,
Now, which vine did you get from Pamlico County? Don't you have a vine from Pamlico?
I may have one there. I don't know, but I could go and put my hands on it right
Okay.
now.
All right.
I just know I like the black grapes, the muscadines, Scuppernong,
Yeah.
kind of a tan grape, and you can always keep it out. Look out on vines. You find some of them I found this wild, what you considered a wild grape.
Yeah.
Moved around by birds.
Huh.
Maybe somebody had a vine there a long time ago.
Oh yeah.
And it's a time-consuming thing to make it.
Yeah. Huh. All right. Well, that's George Wheelis Talks Grapes.